Or when you choose a roommate, first of all, freshman year when you come to Buff State, you don't get to choose your roommate. Welcome back to Lana's Closet. Okay, so as you can see, it's a different scenery, different background. I'm inside the U in the cafeteria where like all the people come to eat. It's like a cafeteria type setup. I'll show you a little clip. I'm in like the private room because I'm kind of socially awkward and I don't want to be talking to my phone while people looking at me like, what is you doing? Like, mind your fucking ass, you know? For me? I haven't been in a U in the cafeteria in like a year because when I was living with my friends, we would cook a lot. Well, they would cook a lot and I would just eat their food. I decided to come to the U again just because, you know, of course I want to teach myself how to cook, but I don't really know how to cook that well. So like, I was just like, you know what? Just in case I get another job, then, you know, I could have the meal plan and I could just run to the U and get something to eat whenever I want. But now that I'm unemployed, I got mad free time. So I was like, you know what? Let me just come to the U and see if the food is still terrible. In which it's still terrible. So I seen that they have some like fried rice or whatever, vegetable rice, whatever this is, with some type of shrimp. They've been having this pizza in this fucking U in Buff State for like years now. Ever since freshman year, they always got the same pizza. I got me a sandwich. They always got this. They always got the Subway. They always got the Subway area. Subway, you know, when they make Subways, when they make subs, they always got that in the U as well. So I got that just in case. I always get a little bit of everything because I'm very picky, so I get everything. My hair is getting so thick. But I wanted to get thick anyways because I want to put rods in it to make it curly. So let's try, we're going to try the first entree. This is rice with vegetables in it and shrimp. Let's try it. It's actually not bad. The rice is not bad. I'm not picky either, so I am a little bit like, I'm a little bit picky, but I'm not that picky, you know? Like, if it has some type of flavor, I'll eat it if I'm really hungry. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. It's my first meal, so I'm kind of really hungry, so that's why I'm probably like eating it and like, you know, tasting it, really tasting it, the flavor and shit. But this will not be like my first meal. Like, this will not be my first meal of the day, like something I would look forward to. No. This is only like if I'm really, really hungry, I'll come to the U and I'll just eat because I'm trying to get into the habit of having an appetite and eating 3 times a day instead of eating like twice or once even. But yeah, like this video was basically, I basically wanted to come to this video to give y'all like a little heads up about college. This is ginger ale. It tastes so good. I love ginger ale. Like, I don't really drink soda like that, so the one thing I really go towards is ginger ale. So yeah, so basically like this is my senior year of college and it took me literally 4 years and a semester to feel like I'm almost there. So I know a lot about college and I know the do's and the don'ts and the things you should do and the things you shouldn't do and things you should pay attention to, the things you shouldn't pay attention to. I know all of that like the back of my fucking hand because I've been here and I've seen it, you know, I've experienced it. So the number one thing to do, I could say, is to take school seriously. Take it seriously. Do not play around. Do not procrastinate. Do not go to a party. You go out with your friends to Scythe and forget to do your assignment because you will forget. You will put it to the side and you will not do it and you will get a what? A zero. A zero. A what? A zero. Feel me? I'm gonna admit this to myself because I'm a real ass bitch. I'm very easily distracted. So take advice from me. School, work first. I'm telling you, you will be so happy once you have your homework out the way and you're partying afterwards and you don't have to worry about it after and not rushing to do it. There's so many times, I'm telling you, so many times. This pizza's burnt. This pizza's motherfucking burnt. I taste the burntness all in my mouth right now. Let me have some pepperoni so I could just kind of mask the taste. And some cheese. I know I bought tissue. So anyways, do your schoolwork first. I'm telling you, you'll be so happy if you do your schoolwork first and then afterwards go party and go hang out with your friends. There's so many times I felt like I was missing out on entertaining stuff or missing out on fun entertainment with my friends because of the fact that I had to do homework. So I would just put it to the side, call up my friends, and I'll tell myself, I'm going to do my homework when I come back. And I never did it, and I failed. So this soda's good. So that is my number one advice for y'all. Do homework first, take school seriously, because you don't want to be in here for mad long. You know, technically they say you're supposed to graduate in 4 years. Of course, there's a little, there's situations and stuff that happens that make you be in school longer. Something's always happening to make you be in school longer. But I'm telling you, if you really focus, you can get out of school in 4 years. There's people who have done it, people that I came to school with and I graduated high school with and went straight to school just like me are already out of school. And look where I am. I'm still in school. Mind you, I did take a semester off when COVID happened because there was a lot going on and I was doing bad, so I felt like it'd be the best to take the semester off. So I don't think I'm that behind. But if I would have never took the semester off, I probably would have graduated last semester. So technically, it's taken me 5 years to graduate. 5 years to graduate. Me having to I felt like in college, I felt like I kind of got left back in college. I know you can't really get left back in college, but that's how I felt because everybody that came to college the same year as me already kind of was out of school before me. So I kind of felt like I got left back again, which kind of got me a little bit sad and depressed. I don't want to say I got depressed because I don't get depressed. I'm a really positive person sometimes, so I didn't really get depressed because I felt like me staying an extra year or a semester behind got some good things out of it because I met the people that I love to this day. I met people that I really, really fuck with, and I feel like I would have never met them if I would have never stayed behind. So I guess it's a win and a lose type of situation because I'm glad that I met the people that I met by staying behind. But at the same time, I feel like I'm kind of paused and I'm not really moving forward. I'm not really accomplishing the things I should be accomplishing in a certain amount of time that I should be because I slacked off freshman and sophomore year of college. So let me tell you a little breakdown of my life. I went to York College freshman year in Queens, and then afterwards my cousin went to Buff State. My cousin went to Buff State, but she wasn't in college yet. She was in high school while I was in college freshman year. So when she went to school freshman year, she was going to school freshman year, my aunt was like, do you want to go to Buff State with your cousin? It'll be good for you to get that experience being away. And my mom, she has the habit of kind of spoiling me and babying me. I'm very old. I'm 23 years old, turning 24 in less than a month. And my mom still babies me. My mom still does a lot of things for me that usually a lot of 23 and 24-year-olds don't get. So, it's a good thing and a bad thing because, I really like the support that my mom gives me, She kind of motivates me to keep going because there's a lot of times I've been feeling like maybe I should just give up. And she kind of she helps me, she supports me, Even when she feels like she can't do something, she'll find a way to do it, which is what parents are supposed to do. So I love her for that. So in real honesty, I'm really doing this for my mom. I'm really doing this to show her I could do something. I could start something and finish it, because a lot of things I start, I don't finish. But yeah, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked because I always get sidetracked. The next advice I give y'all is if you like to party and if you like to go to parties every weekend, make sure you get the ticket ahead of time. Make sure you get the ticket as soon as they give out the as soon as they give out the flyer, on Snap or whatever, on Instagram, or like actual in the hands, like hard copies, make sure you buy the ticket right away. If you don't buy the ticket right away, I'm telling you, you wait last minute, the shit is going to be like $20 out the door, $30 out the door. I swear to God, I put that on everything. I paid almost $40 to get into one of the parties at Bus State. It was Halloween weekend, so it was like a really like popular weekend and like, you know, a special event that everybody, you know, loves to do. Everybody loves to go to parties on Halloween. I could, you know, I spent almost $30, $40 for that ticket because I came so late. It was packed and they were trying to run the money up. They was trying to get money, you feel me? So what they're going to do, they're going to raise the prices for the latecomers. And I was a latecomer. So I really wanted to go. I felt like me spending my money to take an Uber all the way to the place and not even getting in is a waste of bread, waste of my time. So you know what? I spent extra bread to get into that party. So if you like to hang out and go out with your friends and parties and stuff like that, make sure you get the ticket when it's like $5 and $10. Because when it first comes out, it's like $5, $10. And then afterwards, you know, when it's time the party's approaching, then they start to raise the price. Certain times they won't raise the price if it's like a regular weekend and like there's no special events going on, like Halloween or like, you know, what's it called? I forgot the word. But if there's nothing special going on, like Christmas, Halloween, anything like that, then the tickets won't be raised. But if it's like a special event, like Halloween, the tickets are going to be raised to the roof. So make sure you get the ticket early so you don't spend a lot of money. Number 3 advice. This semester is my last semester as a senior, and my major is health and wellness. And I felt like my advisor, like the person that like the what's it called, like counselor, advisor, whatever, she didn't really guide me the right way. My last semester, and I'm taking all elective classes, literally all elective classes. I felt like I should space it up, like from the first semester all the way to now. I should have been doing like between health and wellness and electives kind of like scrambled up in between one another, so then I wouldn't only be taking electives now. I feel like maybe that's a good thing though, because taking only electives, I mean, I guess it's not going to be as tough on me how it would be if I was doing health and wellness classes, because those classes are like more to the science type level. So it takes more time to study, takes more time to do the homework assignments, yada, yada, yada. So I would say if you go into school for anything, any type of major, always try to do more of the major classes in the beginning, so then when you end up having to junior and senior year, when you end up coming to your junior and senior year, all you have to do is take electives. At first, I thought that was a bad thing, but now as I'm looking over my syllabus and as I'm looking at the class, I'm like, damn, this is all easy. Like, my assignments are like getting done in like less than 30 minutes. I'm getting my assignments done. I just feel like if you start off freshman and sophomore year taking majority of your major classes, then junior and senior year, you can more chill. You can do like internships. You can do anything that you feel like you got to do to help you look better for your degree and chill at the same time, because all your classes are going to be electives. That's me right now. Like, so yes, if you want to get everything out the way, make sure you take your health and wellness, your major classes freshman and sophomore year, and then junior and senior year, you could chill to do only elective classes to get the extra credits you need. Start planning your next journey from when you graduate, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to put in the steps I need to do what I have to do to make it where I want to make it after I graduate. So yeah. Now my fourth advice would be to make sure you join clubs, join different activities. Make sure you just stay in tune with the school, because freshman year, a lot of my people that I tried to talk to, I felt like wasn't really into school like that, or didn't really, they was into school towards like actually going to classes and doing their homework, but they never was really into school with the extracurricular activities or like the clubs and stuff like that. And I feel like once you're not really in tune with the school, it's really hard for you to make friends. You feel me? Like if you're in school and you go to all the clubs and you do the extracurricular activities, then you're more likely to meet people that you may like or may like like the same things you like, and then y'all might bond, and then you have a new friend. A lot of my people that I kind of knew, like, they didn't really have friends like that because they wasn't really in tune with the school activities and stuff like that. Because all schools, all colleges have clubs and extracurricular activities for students to do so they're not bored. So I really do feel like I stress that you try to be in tune. I don't care if you're extroverted or introverted. Try to at least go to 1 or 2 clubs here and there, so you could just find somebody that you could bond with, find your clique, because you don't want to be the type to, it comes to junior and senior year and you don't really have friends like that and you're bored and everything like that, because people be in situations like that. So it's best to always try to be in tune with the school. What is this? 5 advice? I would say make sure you look at all your emails from the school all the time, like every day, because there's a lot of stuff that you might miss that you don't even realize because you don't really look at your emails. You should be looking at Blackboard, and Blackboard is a homework website that is given to students to help us, look at our assignments, look at what we need to do for each class. So make sure you look at the Blackboard and email, your school email, every single day. There's so much things that I've missed that I really thought that would help me in my near future, and I missed it because I didn't catch the deadline. Like, free money, for something about books, something about internships, something about graduation. Like, you just want to make sure you're on top of everything, because those were my downfalls, and that's why I'm here another semester. So yeah. I think I'm gonna try to have 10 advice. I'm trying to make up 10 advice for y'all. It's really hard to think in the moment. I should have wrote it down. My bad. But I would say, what's my 6th one? My 6th advice would be to maybe get a job. Not everybody needs a job, but sometimes you will get bored on campus and you will feel like you're doing repeatedly, constantly the same thing over and over again. So I really do think that you should get a job. My bad. I really do think you should get a job if you feel like you have a lot of free time and if you got your homework out the way and then you hang out with your friends, but you feel like you're always hanging out with your friends and doing the same thing all the time and it gets a little boring to you. Find a little part-time job. Like right now, I'm looking for a part-time job again because I realize I'm a very active person. And I don't like staying in my bed, in my room, or in my apartment all day, every day. I don't like doing it unless I have my friends with me. So when I'm alone sometimes, I just tend to just go, I walk around, I'll go to the store. I just go to campus just for no reason, just to do stuff, because I just feel like it'd be so boring just staying in my apartment the whole time. So yeah, I would definitely advise you to get a job if you feel like you may need it, or if you feel like, you're just bored and you just want to do something. It's good to always have extra income, even if you don't think you need a job. Like if you got parents giving you money, okay, but if you feel like you're bored and everything and you want a job, just go get like a part-time job. It will help you in the long run. I love ice, but that ice is not cold. But I love ice. As you can see, I'm barely eating my food because I told you I'm not picky. Like, let me try the shrimp. Yeah. No. Let's try the sandwich. I'm not really feeling that either. Yeah, I might be going home and making me some food today because, you see, and I pay for a meal plan for no reason. Oh, that should be my 7th advice. Make sure you have a good care package from your parents because the food is trash. I mean, if you're not picky, then maybe you will enjoy it because some days the food kind of, be kind of, But most of the time, 70% of the time, the food is trash. So if you have good parents and you feel like they'll hold you down, make sure they could give you money every week for food, and try to only focus on spending that money on food, because then parents will ask them questions like, "What you doing with your money? What you buying?" Da da da. So be mindful, because freshman year and sophomore year I did not work, and I always was asking my parents for money because the food would be so bad in dining and the cafeteria part of the Buffalo State. So just really be mindful and just make sure you have some some good support system on some people that would be able to just put some money in your account so you could buy some food, because you would have no appetite at school. 9 times out of 10, people that go to college and that live away don't have appetites like that, because the food be so bad and they're too lazy to cook all the time, so they barely have appetites and they get skinny so fast, like this, yeah.
Close to like 23 pounds.
Yeah, like I'm doing a little like advice YouTube video for like people that go away to college.
That's so true.
Yeah, so that's why I just felt like, if you have good support system or you have parents that will probably give you money sometimes, just, tell them to put something in your account. Just, sometimes,
But then not every college student order it because they don't want to always get to eat the school food.
yeah, a lot of the times, like this is my first time I've been in dining since last year.
Really?
Yes, last year, because usually I work a lot, but now that I'm not working, I was like, you know what, let me just be on the meal plan until I get another job. But I kind of regret it because the food is still trash. It's still trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for that guy. I was like, oh, hey.
Because your appetite goes down. Like, it goes down crazy because, like, you're so picky and the food is not, it's not appetizing.
The way you eat it is not regular to either.
Yeah.
Like late or too early or.
Yeah, no cap. Yeah, no cap. So that would be my 7th advice. So now my 8th advice would be, I gotta think. So I'm up to number, I think 8 advice. So my 8th advice, one of somebody I just met kind of helped me get my advice. So she was talking about roommates. Make sure when you choose a roommate, first of all, freshman year when you come to Buff State, you don't get to choose your roommate. They give you a roommate. They try to, base the roommate off what you like when you do like a questionnaire on your email when you first sign for school. They try to like based off the questionnaire who you can match up with. But 9 times out of 10, they get the matchup really wrong, and the person that you're rooming with sucks ass, and you might not bond with them the way you thought you would bond with them, or you might not like them in general. Like the first time you meet them, you may be like, nah, I can't fuck with this person. But of course, you should give that person a chance, of course, because you never know. Everybody's not going to come off. Everybody's not the same. We all have different personalities, different signs. So, you just got to give everybody a chance. And then after a couple of days, if you feel like you don't fuck with that person, then ask your RA, somebody you go to with your problems. If you have anything, concerns with your living situation, you go to like a RA, which is another student, but they're like probably a higher level than you, probably like an upperclassman. So, they've experienced college longer than you. So, sometimes they'll have the best advice for you and sometimes they won't. But they're the people that you go to when you have any troubles or any problems. So I would say, if you don't fuck with your roommate, put in that request as soon as you feel like you don't fuck with them. Put in that request right away, because if you don't, you will be stuck with them until next semester, and you might have issues, and things can happen. And when you live with somebody like literally in one room with 2 beds, and you have to look across and you see that person, you might get irritated, and you know what might happen, a fight, an extra altercations may happen. So if you really feel like you don't fuck with that person, or you can't bond with that person is not going to be someone you hang out with, put in that request for a new roommate as soon as possible. And I will also say, if you are friends with somebody and then y'all want to be roommates, really try to get to know that person before you try to live with them, because you will never know the person's true colors until you live with them. You could be friends with them, for like the first semester and never live with them, and y'all be cool, and then once y'all live with each other, it's like you realize you don't even like that person no more just because of the living situations. You feel me? So just be mindful. All right, so now I'm up to my 9th advice. My 9th advice would be to stay true to yourself. Try to be like as extroverted as possible, even if you're introverted, because I'm telling you, you only get these 4 or 5 years, however long it takes you to graduate, one time. Like, I mean, of course, if you're in college forever, then that's just you and you're just bugging because you're wasting time. But you only college one time, so just try to make the best out of it, and try to do everything you feel like you you want to do it, get it out the way, because you may never get this opportunity again. Like my mom told me she wished she went to college. My aunt be telling me she wished she went to college. So I feel like I'm appreciative that I was able to go away to college, because a lot of people do not get that opportunity. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. A lot of people don't get that support system. So you need to be mindful and be grateful that she was able to go away. So do any and everything you ever wanted to do when you was away to college, you do it. Get it out the way. Even if you feel like it might be a mistake, you'll learn from that. You'll learn from it, and then you'll move on. And you could be like, yeah, I did that. You know, it wasn't the best idea, but I did it, and it was fun, and now I moved on. Feel me? So just be true to yourself and do anything and everything you think you could do, because I just feel like that's just the best advice I could give. And my 10th advice, which is, I feel like this is like the one that, you know, everybody needs to know, especially if you're a girl or even a guy. Please don't try to be in a relationship with nobody above state, or any college away in general, because, you know, you might have the opportunity of meeting somebody that you like and you really bond with, and y'all really like see eye to eye. But 9 times out of 10, you might not, and you might meet somebody that's not faithful to you, and you won't even know, and you're gonna look embarrassed. You're gonna be blindsided, and it just may hurt, you know. You know, everybody makes mistakes. You know, we are away. We're all living on our own. We're all young. You know, you probably might like somebody here, but just don't take them seriously unless you feel like they're taking you seriously. Just don't give your feelings out there. Don't show your feelings, you know. Be as mean as you can be. This is for girls and guys, because some guys be acting like dickheads and some girls be acting like, I don't know, these days. So you just want to be mindful of protecting your heart, because that's really what matters. Do what you want to do, but just don't get your heart involved, because once it's involved, it really hurts. It really hurts. I've been there, done that. I'm a senior. I've been there, done that. So just try to focus on yourself. Have fun. Focus on yourself, and, you know, just enjoy those 4 years of college. So I'm hoping y'all take this advice, you know, and learn from the advice, and hopefully y'all can use some of this advice, especially for those who are going to college this year or next year. Just be mindful of school. Make sure you take school seriously. Have fun, of course. Be social. I'm telling you, it'll help you in the long run, especially when you get to upperclassmen and you have no friends. Be very social as fuck a freshman and sophomore year. And yeah, so I'm hoping y'all really enjoyed those 10 advice that I gave y'all for going away to college. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Love y'all.